Hi guys, it's Dr. Liz here. How are you doing? I hope everyone is having an awesome day today. I hope all of you are having an awesome day. I am going to be talking to you and talking with you. If you want to drop in your comments, that's great. I have some Q&As that people have been asking me, and I will be sharing them inside our group again later this week or maybe tomorrow. Okay. But today I want to talk to you about, again, I know relationships are roller coasters, and apparently that's a little tongue twister for me. But I wanted to help you out. I wanted to share with you some ahas that I had as well around two skill sets that can effectively and easily change the way you guys go forward in life. And the thing is, it can start just with you. You do not need to have them. In fact, oftentimes waiting for them to get on board can slow you down, not even have you hit the right target. So just want to let you know that what I work with when I'm working with individuals, with women, I'm helping you understand where you can take the power, where you can take and manage the relationship most effectively. And so please don't feel like you can't use any of these skills or any of these tips because they're not on board. You're on board. That's all that counts, right? Okay. And if they get on board later on, and guess that they will follow, they will join you. It's all the better. But let's start now, and let's talk about what are these two important skills that I want you to understand. And it's all about handling, planning for the to be expected unexpected. Okay, in your marriage, in your relationship, that's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. So the first one is we're going to learn about how to effectively, quickly, completely repair a moment. You know those oopses when you've made a mistake, or like, oh my gosh, how are you going to be able to repair that mistake and get it out of the way for future forward? It's not going to keep coming up and creeping. Okay. We're also going to teach you, which this is where my aha one came from, is giving the most bang for your buck when you thank them. How to get the most out of that compliment and out of that moment, because it really does have a wonderful collective, lingering, positive impact later on. So when I talked about how to apologize or making a mistake, most of you, myself included, at times are like, God, how many times can I apologize for the same thing, right? I've apologized, and it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Or how come I'm the one that's always making the apology? How come you aren't also owning up to what you did wrong, or that and so you feel like it's one-sided, or that it's falling on deaf ears and you guys can't get unstuck from this section. I get it. I'm sorry that you've struggled with that, but hanging with me, I've got a quick tip for you, a skill for you to be learning. All right, this skill will get you both back on track with the necessary repairs, and you really do need to repair these oopses, these ouches that happen in your marriage, in your relationship. If you don't, they stay there, they stay lingered, they continue to build up, and they get drawn back in what I call the historical dumps. All right. And then we're going to talk about overlooking a really easy, if you want me to say, hey, what's a quick cheat thing? What's a quick cheat thing? Okay. Supercharging relationships means that we are selecting and complimenting and thanking on the good stuff. So we're going to get biggest bang for the buck. But to do that, I'm going to share a story of one of my sweet couples, Nadia and Dave. All right. Nadia and Dave became, they're married, like that, but they became new parents. And Nadia's at home now, staying at home with the baby. And all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, it's been a while, but she's been upset, angry, fuming, just basically, she turns her back on him and walks out of the room, literally. So the first time I met with Nadia, and she just kind of went through what's going on, what's going wrong, and stuff like that. It appeared that poor Dave could not do anything right. Nothing. Zero. Yep. And she stayed home with the baby, and he worked long hours away from the home to make money so that she could stay home with the baby. And even that was wrong. So you can kind of see where this is going, right? So we met as the couples, and Nadia started right off the bat with her very long list, very, very, very long list of things that he's done wrong, and watched him sink down into the chair. You could just see him melting in shame, discouragement, whatever it might be. So I stopped her midway in her long list, and she was just revving up, getting ready to go. I stopped her and I said, could you explain just one of his fails so we could understand better what this fail is? She chose the bank account, and more specifically, the joint checking bank account. She had started setting up the funds that she had requested a month ago, and she made sure she emphasized a month ago that she wanted them to have a joint checking account, joint savings account. She had the account ready, kind of thing. She just needed Dave to get his side set up so his paycheck went into the account. And David said, I need information. I need that information. I've asked her. She won't give it to me. She says, basically, I feel like she's making me guess. But I've called the bank, and they said, I need some specific information from Nadia in order to get access and get my paycheck transferred over there. And so it was a big tug of war, cold shoulder kind of thing. And Dave, yeah, he had dropped the ball kind of thing in that he didn't pursue it, but he wasn't making much traction with Nadia, and she wasn't helping anywhere too soon. So I stopped him right here and said, let me just share with you these 3 tips for getting through this mistake, getting through and making the right repair. And the first tip was listening. And not just listening, but listening for clues, underlying meanings and values. So I told him in that short moment, here's where we're going to listen. Here's how we're going to do a better job so that we can understand what's going on. And this was really it's directed at both of them, but I'm walking Dave through this. I said the second tip really falls on Nadia. We need you to share your emotions, share your feelings. What does this oops that he's not doing the bank account, he's not getting his check into the bank account, or oops that he hasn't called anybody to find out about it. Okay? And then the third repair tip is getting and staying curious. And this one, again, I directed back to Dave. And I said, Dave, you have shut down. You're not asking questions. It seems like you've given up. So the step 3 of the repair is staying curious. Let's ask questions. Let's look for confirmation. Look for the clarification, because when you get it, when you go, aha, now I know why she's so wound up about the joint checking account. They know it. They feel it. And that's the golden moment of a repair. It feels so good. The aha moments, that connection is fantastic. Really, when you get it, they see it, they know it, they get it, and then we're ready for the apology. We're ready for the affair, to the repair, or to fix or correct the disappointment. So I taught Nadia how to share, and Dave how to listen with curiosity, and it was successful. Boom. Immediately, in that short period of time, we learned. Okay, this is what we learned, what the checking account meant to Nadia. It meant that they were being adults together. They were married with parents and a new child, and they were being responsible, grounded, equally providing for the baby, basically taking this parenting seriously and being mature. And Dave, he, by not making the immediate switch to a joint checking account, she felt that he was not taking being a father seriously. He was not taking about being a husband seriously. Okay? That's what, for her, the joint checking account meant. Now, for Dave, he had viewed the joint checking account as a financial or a budget task, something to do. It made more sense to funnel things into one account and things. There was no meaning or no understanding behind that request that had anything to do with parenting and being a good, loving father to their daughter. And he really was trying to be a good, loving father to the daughter. So he got it right then. And the repair came, we said, when we finished with this session with Liz, on my way to work, not after work, not tomorrow, not the next day, because he got it. On my way to work, I'm going to stop by the bank and get the paycheck transferred over. But I'm going to need the account information so I can get it done. And guess what? She gave it to him. Boom, fixed. Ta-da! So skill number one, how to effectively, completely repair in the moment. Okay, it's part of my Happy Marriage Masterclass. It's one of the basic skills sets that I share with couples, and I want you to have this today and take this away. All right? Share, listen, and stay curious. All right? Look for that aha moment. When you do, please comment. Let me know. I want to hear these ahas. I love the ahas. All right? All right. So we're on to skill number 2. And this one really revolves around getting the biggest bang out of your buck. All right? I'm all about that. If you're going to thank somebody, if you're going to show them appreciation, we compliment them, we want to make sure they're getting as much out of it or more out of it as you are. And it does fall on a very simple platform of gratitude that I'm going to talk about in a second. But I always thought that anytime you showed appreciation, anytime you gave it a thank you, that was good. That was good, that was kind of good enough. Well, guess what? I discovered there's an even better way, and it's scientifically researched, scientifically proven, to get the biggest return on your investment, so to speak, to your partner's attention, their appreciation, their satisfaction, their willingness to stay in there and keep being with it, and being with you, and meeting your needs, going out of their way kind of thing. And it starts and builds off of gratitude. And gratitude, guys, it's a mindset, all right? It's a really cognitive, brain-focused mindset. It's a process. It's a two-stepper. The first thing is recognizing. Okay, that's part of the mindset. We need to be able to recognize that we have received a positive outcome. Something nice has happened to us, okay? No Debbie Downs. We need to be able to recognize that something positive, nice, good, wonderful, easy, complimentary has happened. And second thing, and this is huge, okay? We need to recognize that there's an external source for this positive outcome. In other words, your sweetheart, your hubby, your spouse, your partner, whomever, is the reason why you've got this positive outcome. They're contributing towards that, right? Because, I'm going to step aside a second, so often in significant long-term relationships and marriages, our focus has shifted off of the positive and onto the negative. So I want you to really start working on your mindset, recognizing, hey, something nice happened. Recognize, hey, they contributed, they made it happen. Right? And the best way to express this gratitude is to talk about the responsiveness that your loved one, your sweetheart, your hubby, your family, was to your needs. How does that go? Okay? So we want to recognize and thank them based on the responsiveness of their actions. For example, let's say I got up in the morning and all of a sudden one of the dogs was sick, okay? And I was, oh my gosh, I need to go into my meetings. I've got the dog, now I'm in this dilemma. And let's just say, boom, as I'm doing this, my husband says, hey, I got the dogs. You got the meeting. Well, good, go. If I then later on, I would say, like, I just want to thank you so much. I would not have made it to my meeting on time if he hadn't taken to the dogs to the vets today. I appreciate that, right? And the research found it didn't really matter what tone I was using, how eloquent I was or how long-winded my thank you was. If the thank you focused on me valuing their effort and including me in my goal of getting to my meeting on time and also getting the pet to the vet, it increased the positive feelings of gratitude. It increased the warmness of the relationship. So, hey, thank you so much for, taking the trash out for me. Because, that way I didn't have to do it when I was tired. Okay, that's good. What the researchers found, which was surprising, because this was my aha, okay, that if I highlighted the sacrifice, or if you highlighted the sacrifice, it was not an effective praise. What's that mean? Okay, if we go back to the dog needing to go to the vet, if I had said something to my sweetheart and said, or my hubby, and said, I know it was a big hassle for you. You weren't planning on having to get up and get the dog to the vet this morning, and I know you hadn't had a chance to have your coffee or anything else. The more I highlight what a big hassle it was, a big sacrifice, it seems to take away from the person that receiving its compliment of praise. So we don't need to rehearse and revisit all of the sacrifices, the hassle factors, the inconveniences, the lack of coffee, no shower, whatever kind of traffic. All we need to be able to do is tell them, thank you. I wouldn't have been able to do this if you hadn't have done that for me. That's it. Simple, but huge. Simple, but huge. Scientifically formulated, okay? Right? So, you have two quick things that you can take away today. One is how to do an effective quick repair. Remember the 3 steps: repair, listen to what they are saying, try to understand what they're saying, share your emotions, share your feelings if you're the one that's been wounded. Okay? Stay curious, listeners. Don't shut down. See what's going underneath. Get curious. Get the underneath values. That's what you want to do. And for those of you that are looking to spread more love and joy and gratitude and appreciation, what do? Right. Keep the mindset. Notice that they've done something nice. Notice that something nice has come to you from them, and then thank them. Thank them for their responsiveness, for their consideration. Don't focus on the sacrifices. Just focus on the good stuff. If you like this stuff, you like things, I want to share with you. This is just the teeny tiny bits of tips that I use every single day with my clients. It's inside my Happy Marriage Masterclass, which is 10 modules that cover 10 key areas that most couples struggle with at some point in time. And I would so love to have you not struggle and fail or falter or become discouraged or disillusioned, because living a dissatisfied life is it's a crime. It really is. It's a crime. It's a shame. I want you to be able to focus on what works for you and your marriage and your relationships. So hop on inside. There's 10 videos. You get more videos of me, right, on each of the subjects. We've got the handouts. I've got fun activities. And just like with today, Nadia and Dave, I've got more of my real sweet, real life couples that I've worked with. And they've agreed, share their successes, their struggles, and their successes. And you're going to be able to see how each of these modules, how they're able to apply the concepts, able to apply the activities, and come out ahead, come out in a closer, better, more loving relationship. So pop inside. I'll drop the link in the comments, or it's up in my bio. It's accessible 24/7. Okay, lifetime access. And the big thing too I wanted to share with you is that too often we hold back in life and we wait for them to get on board. We wait for them to read the book or to decide that there's a problem, whatever it might be, to decide that there's something. Please don't wait. just pop on in there. This is designed so you can start and work alone, and then take these concepts and apply it, and it will shake your world. This stuff works. It works. And you don't have to wait for them, and you don't need to have them feel more frustrated, more disappointed. All I get to do is go, this is good. They don't even know it, but I am applying this technique. I'm applying this tip, and it's making things change. It's taking a big difference. So anyway, love all you guys. I appreciate you. Drop your comments in here. Send me more of your questions and answers, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.